close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. So Penn State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights in setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Peoples. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle footballs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Out wide right, it's Peoples. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Hansen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying him, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella. And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far.
Grabs it, and he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Left side, it's Moore. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw. It's back. Quickly complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
And the quarterback is knocked out. At the 13. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Finds a tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. They're field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's a give to Peoples. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Yeah, sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage and try to let your running.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Play action on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. On the move. Powers through the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
On the move. It's at... Oh, it's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to... of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lucky to get it off.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Ready? Red 18, red 18. Ready, go.
He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Ready? Hey, move. Ready, go. Ready, go. Go, go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. On the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd down coming up. Handoff again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run it on the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
2nd down, going to throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David Tim.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in the hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On the move at the 30. Dragged down. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away on 4th down. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. first play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Left side is McCray. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Quick give. It's Edwards. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the UCF Knights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Danzy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Beck. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. They got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 first downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or two to get back in this football game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off-play action. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Good work to get the defense to jump, and it gives them a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finding some room. Bulldozes his way through. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Edwards. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From deep, it's Wallace. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Peoples again. Nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Moves the pocket. It's Beck. He's going to take off. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff for Peoples. He's got enough. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. The fake and wants to throw. Fires on the move. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Follows his blocks. It's Peoples. Jumped on top of the pile.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. So 1st down will open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Back to pass on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Go.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws quickly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. The run inside. It's Edwards. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. A designed run for the quarterback. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Stopped right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Turning it on. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Drops back on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hands it off. Spins away from the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Might as well give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give. Just smothered on the play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running.
Intercepted for the 11th time. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's Peoples one more time. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. They'll run the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. One more play to pad the stats. Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.